Man, highlight after highlight after highlight. Giannis outduels the birthday boy, Wembanyama, in a thriller that had like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 plays of the night for sure, plays of the week, maybe plays of the month, maybe a few in the plays of the year at the end of it all. But what'd you think of Giannis going for 44 and 14? Outpacing the alien who had 27, 9, and 5 blocks and all these jaw-dropping plays.
Yeah, and stepping into threes late. I just couldn't decide what was the first, what was the second, what was the third best play of everything.
Sure.
Well, what did NBA.com rank as number one?
Well, Jokic's game winner, of course.
He stole it.
It is.
It is.
But what did they have at number 2? Which play from Wemby? Was it off the glass? May have been.
I didn't watch the top 10. That would have been my number one Wemby highlight. Was the off the glass?
Off the glass. Yeah. They also had the around the back dunk on Brooke. Yeah. In transition was high too. Yeah.
The two-handed flush. It didn't even look. Like
we didn't even think he dunked it when he did it. Yeah,
because he's so
weird.
freaking huge. Yeah. It doesn't look like he's up there. But Wemby was doing stuff. It is weird that, unfortunately, they sat him for a lot of the fourth quarter because he's on a minutes restriction, and then Giannis was doing his things. Giannis was taking this personal. He wanted to win this game, so he looked good.
I agree.
Obviously, he looked good.
Well, he's hitting back-to-back clutch threes. I mean, he hit like 2 threes in like a 40-second span in the final 3 minutes. Stepping into it.
Yep. Pretty open.
Yes. I mean, that's the right way to play him.
Yeah, exactly. Making 2, I think, is the impressive thing. Yeah. You would expect him to probably make 1 in that scenario. And then on the flip side, Trey Jones, wide open look to tie the game. Looked it up, though. Trey is his given name. Not a nickname for his three-point shooting because he's a 26% career three-point shooter, shooting 17% from the corners this season.
He's also missed 13 straight three-pointers this season. I looked that up as well because somebody was joking in the playback chat last night. This guy hasn't made one in 54 three-point attempts. We were like, hold on, that can't be right. He was embellishing, but yeah, he's been on a bit of a cold streak here. But the right play from Wemby, I mean, he could have forced it. He's 7'4". He's going to rise up over anyone.
I'll take a Wemby shot over a Trey Jones 3.
I guess. I mean,
Why was Trey Jones out there?
Yeah, that's maybe the better question.
Like, I can't make a 3 and you need a 3.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Devontae Graham's just sitting there on the bench, making lots of money, can hit threes. That was a good question for Pop. What's up? What's going on? I mean, he started Jeremy Sohan as their point guard this year. Yeah. That didn't go well, obviously. So they literally changed their point guard. So that's an interesting one. But the thing he would have probably talked about was getting headbutted by Jared Greenberg. That he said during this interview, he got headbutt. You're headbutting me? What are you doing, Pop? Anyway, that was fun. What a game! What a game from everybody. But as you said, they're wide open threes. There was that sort of feeling that this was sort of just this is just run up and down kind of game.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Definitely. Yeah, defense optional, though. I mean, Wemby coming through with some clutch blocks. I mean, huge. That crazy one on Giannis. He had the one on Dame.
Yep.
What other highlights did we have? We had a huge Giannis dunk on Wemby, a little southpaw spike there, as Bo Estes calls it.
Keldon Johnson with that.
Keldon Johnson
flying.
That's probably like the 6th best highlight in this game, but it was like I think again, Bo called it J.R. Smith-like, where he cut baseline and did sort of like a little 360 under the rim. And then, yeah, the blocks were huge, and just the trading of the three-pointers. It was fun as hell. Exactly what you want from a game where one team has 5 wins.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other team is a championship contender. Give us a close game. Give us a bunch of cool plays. Give us the talking points between these guys. And even, like, the questions coming out is like, what are you doing, Pop, with those lineups? The Wemby sitting and all that, the minutes restrictions. Like, it's perplexing. And he's been pissed off a little bit about it. I guess he got more than, what'd you say, the 24 minutes in the end?
Yeah, just a little more.
They pushed it there to try and win a game. Good for you.
And it's odd because even if you go and win games, you're still going to be one of the worst teams in the league, no matter what. The worst, the point of trying to push away from tanking was getting all the bottom 3 teams to have the same percentage of possibility of getting that first pick, and they're going to be one of those teams. That's just how it's
well, they're going to get the Raptors pick too, probably.
Yeah. So
I don't know, anywhere between, probably in the lottery somewhere.
So let's put it that way. What do you want? You already have the number 1 guy in Wemby. You have Devin Vassell, who's seemingly a great 3-point shooter, almost had his career high in this one. I don't know. I guess you want a point guard.
Yes.
They need that.
Yeah.
And it's
Go
not
get
Vassell.
one of those. Devin Vassell, great game. 34 points. I mean, he was awesome. He took over at the end of the first half to keep them in the game, and then was hitting clutch shots. And Keldon Johnson took a while to get going in this one, but as the game went on, he got a little bit better. He started just attacking the rim. There was not a lot of defense being played, like we said, and he stopped settling for threes that were coming up short. Chris Middleton not playing the second half was a fascinating move, a little sly move, I think, from the Milwaukee Bucks, because he had not played in back-to-back games since 22, I think Greenberg said on the broadcast. So it's a nationally televised game. He sort of has to play, otherwise you're going to get fined. So they play him, and you take him out of half. He just played the first half, and I guess that's sort of the workaround, if that's the thinking. It's like, well, we played him, and then we took him out.
I guess the half is the key, right? Because didn't the Nets play their guys for only a quarter, and they got fined $100K? So
they also were sitting some guys, too.
Yeah,
but you're right. So maybe
that's what the people tuned in for. Chris Middleton. Gotta have him out there.
Yeah, that's true. Be a little different if it wasn't Giannis or Wemby. But what a game. Entertaining stuff. We also had a wedgie in this one. Don't worry, we didn't forget. And we got to go sound up on it because Harlan, chef's kiss here. Here he is.
Critical minutes for Milwaukee here. Payne slashing and the wedgie. You can't script it. You can't practice it.
Oh, Harlan. I love how he says wedgie.
Yeah.
He has perfected it. Campaign giving us wedgie number 23 last night on TNT. Pace ticks up a little bit to 57.
Best wedgie caller in the game, I'd say. Harlan.
It's not even. I mean, yeah. Eagle's good too.
Eagle's great.
But Harlan really, I love how he the wedgie.
Yeah, he does it so well.
And having Harlan on this call for that game last night, it made all these highlights like 10 times cooler and better because he's so invested and he's just like so great on the broadcast. And then you've got Reggie Miller trying to say Wembanyama all the time. There was a great tweet going around. Hey, Reggie, just say Wemby.
We all do.
Just say Wemby, man. He's like stumbles over it all the time. But anyway.
Yeah, he thinks it's Ben.
Yeah,
he thinks it's Benyama or Ben. What does he say?
He does do a Wembanyama.
Yes.
You hear that all the time, though.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Just call him Benyama then. His first name's Ben.
Benyama.
And we also had after the game, it was a quick shot, but a lot of people grabbed it, and we got to hear Robin Lopez and the Spurs mascot, that Coyote, exchanging jerseys, like the two guys in Vegas changing shirts. And so just very funny. And it looked like Robin Lopez was very excited to do this and get a Coyote jersey. Looked like it was signed there too and everything.
He likes fighting mascots.
Yeah.
Signed.
Didn't it look like it was signed?
I think you're right.
Yeah, somebody signed it.
Does he sign it? The Coyote?
I think so.
Or whoever his name is inside?
I think so. I saw going. I guess there's there's Disney cards now. Like basketball cards and sports cards. There's Disney cards.
Sure. Okay.
So people are now going to Disney World or Land and getting Mickey Mouse to sign the cards.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Big time thing. That's years and years. Like you would go buy an autograph book to get Mickey's autograph.
How funny is that?
That's such a weird thing.
Right. So, in theory, somebody out there has our old cameraman Rick's signature as Goofy. Look at that.
I would love to have
And
that.
how does Goofy sign his name? You would think Goofy. Yeah,
It's all really goofy. No way you could read it.
Yeah. With gloves on. Yeah, it must be tough.
Anyway.
It must be tough for a Goofy to be able to sign it.
Do you guys have any other thoughts on those games from last night?
Damon Giannis scored the last 25 points for the Bucks.
Yeah, Lillard had a bad game until he just took over.
That was awesome. Yeah. Pretty good in the clutch, those guys.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they turned on for the fourth quarter. That's what they do. That's what they've done all season long. But the Wembanyama blocks are the things I'll remember. Those blocks were great. 5 blocks. I like the stat of his 9th game this season, 20 points and 4 blocks, at least 4 blocks. That's ticking up. But he had 5 in this one. Yeah, he's good at that.